It's time once again for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. Hello everybody, it's Uncle Matt, and I'm here to read you another bedtime story. And I got a great story to read today. I just saw this one at the library. It's called Hey Grandude by Paul McCartney. Yeah, you know, the Beatle. And illustrated by Kathryn Durst. And I read a little bit about Kathryn Durst as well. She lives in Toronto, Ontario. And let's see. Oh yeah, she's done some work with Pixar animation and a few other things too. Excited about this story. This story was copyright in 2019. Yeah. Hey, Grandude. Are you ready? Here we go. Lucy and Tom and Em and Bob were spending a weekend with their granddad. Today was one of those days when nothing felt quite right. It was gray and drizzly, and everybody was grumpy and too bored to be bothered. Cheer up, chillers, said Grandude, and he pulled out a pile of postcards from the back pocket of his trousers. Look at these. Em picked out a postcard of a sandy beach and sparkling blue waters. I wish we could go there, Grandude, she said. Well, let's see what we can do. Grandude reached into his coat pocket and took out a shiny compass. He gave the compass a rub and waved it over the postcard. The needle started to spin around and round. And it says here, see the compass needle spin. Let the magic fun begin. Then, in a flash of magic, zing, bang, sizzle, everything changed. The children were standing on a golden beach with little waves tickling their toes. The water felt beautifully cool. We're on the beach from the postcard, Bob laughed as he splashed in the sea. But the magic compass hadn't finished yet. Huge flying fish leapt from the sea. Hey, Grandude, they called. It's a school of flying fish, said Grandude. Come on, chillers. Let's go for a ride. A school? Whispered Lucy. I hope we don't have to do any homework. They skimmed across shimmering blue waves on the backs of the flying fish before coming to rest again on the hot sand. They built sand castles and then lay beneath a coconut tree eating ice cream. The memory of their gray, grumpy day was completely washed away, and they were perfectly happy. Until... Ouch, cried Bob. A little crab scuttled across the beach. That crab pinched my toe. Oh no! Suddenly, lots of little crabs were scurrying out of the sea, heading straight towards Grandude and the children. Hey, Grandude, said Em, can we go somewhere a little less pinchy? Yes, I think we'd better hop to it, said Grandude. He quickly waved the magic compass over another postcard. This one had a picture of a cowboy. The magic flashed and sparkled, and once again... Zing, bang, sizzle, everything changed. Grandude and the children found themselves in a desert valley with spiky green cactuses. A cowboy galloped toward them on a beautiful spotted horse. "Hey, Grandude," called the cowboy, waving his hat in the air. "Wow, what a handsome Appaloosa," said Grandude, admiring the horse. "Appaloosie?" asked Em. "No, that's the kind of horse it is. It has nothing to do with me," said Lucy. Grandude gave a whistle, and 5 more horses came galloping up. He helped each of the children onto a horse, and they raced together through the valley. "Whee!" cried Bob. "Faster!" yelled Lucy, but what was that cloud of dust on the horizon? Oh no, a herd of wild buffalo was rushing straight toward them. The canyon echoed with the sound of 100 hooves. Before they could ride to safety, Tom's horse reared and he tumbled to the ground. "Hold on, Tom," shouted Grandude, snatching a rope from the cowboy's saddle. With a twirl, he lassoed Tom and hauled him onto his horse. "Ride, chillers," cried Grandude, "as fast as you can." They cleared the stampede just in time. "Hey, Grandude," panted Tom, "perhaps we could go somewhere a little less stampy." "Yes, good idea," said Grandude, "and I think I need to cool down." Once again, he whipped out his magic compass and waved it over a postcard. "See the compass needle spin. Let the magic fun begin." Before the children could see the picture, magic sparkled and flashed, and in the blink of an eye, zing, bang, sizzle, everything changed. They found themselves high on a hill in the afternoon sun. The children laughed as they rolled in sweet-smelling wildflowers that seemed to stretch forever. Grandude pulled out his trusty guitar and began strumming along. "Hey, Grandude," mooed some friendly cows, their bells tinkling along to the time. Grandude drew a small telescope from his pocket, and they took turns looking at the snow-capped peaks. But soon they heard a rumbling sound. "Oh no! Hey, Grandude, look!" yelled Lucy as she peered through the telescope. A huge wall of snow was sliding down from the mountains above. "Avalanche! Quick, chillers!" cried Grandude. "Jump!" Just before the wave of snow reached them, Grandude and the children leapt onto one of the cows. "Up, cow, up!" cried Grandude. Magic swirled from the compass, lifting them all higher and higher off the ground, sailing them safely through the sky with the sea of snow rushing beneath them. "Swiss cows are exceptionally good flyers," said Grandude. Now, riding a flying cow is a lot of fun, but it had been a very long day. "Hey, Grandude," said Lucy with a yawn, "maybe we could go somewhere a little more sleepy," said Grandude with a chuckle. "That sounds like a very good idea." This time, instead of a postcard, Grandude pulled a photograph of his own house from his pocket. "Magic compass, one more spin. It's time for bedtime to begin." He waved his compass over it, making the magic sparkle and spin. And just like that, zing, bang, sizzle, they were back in Granddad's living room, and the compass hadn't finished yet. With a final flash of magic, the children were changed, and ready for bed. Their teeth were brushed, their faces were washed, and they were all tucked up tight. And in 5 minutes flat, Tom and Bob and Lucy and Em were fast asleep. Fast asleep, dreaming of their next adventures. See the compass needle spin, let the magic fun begin. Good night, Grandude. And that is all the time we have for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I'll see you next time. Good night.